This is Nathaniel Oxford with the clarinet, and we're going to do the Jingle Bells tutorial. Hopefully you have your Jingle Bells sheet music, your handout with the month's assignments, and the note names and fingerings for the song Jingle Bells. We're going to go slowly through this so that we can really practice it out. I want to encourage you, and not just that, but ask you to continue the good practice that you're doing with the mouthpiece and barrel. And that is what's going to build your clarinet tone, build your embouchure for playing the clarinet, and ensure that your notes have great, full, clear clarinet sound, and that they are also in tune. If you do not have if your tongue's not high enough, and your tone goes up on the clarinet, it'll be flat and it won't sound right with the other instruments in the band. So you really, 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 on clarinet, you really, really want to practice that. When you blow this, remember, in fact, I'll do it right now so that you can match it up if you want to. It's an F sharp. It should read an F sharp. All right, on the tuner, if you have your tuner. Okay, so going through, I'm going to put my mouthpiece cap on so that it doesn't so that my reed doesn't dry out while I'm talking through the notes. A very, very effective practice strategy is to read through and finger the note names. One strategy is to actually say the note names. Another is to finger the notes. And you can use those strategies together and say the note names as you finger them. In case you missed how the fingerings that we've written in go and work, T means your thumb. That's for F. Thumb F. Pinky F, if we talk about pinky F, that's your low F down here. Don't worry about that right now. We don't even have one in the song. But thumb F is this one, just your thumb. And remember, with your other thumb, you're going to hold the clarinet at that part of the thumb that has the thumbnail on it. And your teeth on top go right on the mouthpiece. On the bottom, you have to have that soft pillow, but a flat chin and a sour lemon face. All right, so we got the thumb F. Open G. Remember, we went to page 8 and we colored in the bottom 3 bubbles of the fingering diagram for the note G. So G, the main fingering that you'll see for clarinet for G is no fingers down. Now, as you can see, I'm having trouble holding my clarinet. So we can add these 3 fingers and it still sounds like a G. So it's another fingering for G. But this is actually going to help us with our hand position. It's going to help us with tactile memory and muscle memory in our fingers for that lower half of the clarinet that we're not using for this song. So when we do get to notes that are down in this part of the clarinet, your fingers will already know what to do. And then when we get to the high notes on the clarinet, you'll need these fingers again, and they will already know what to do. So use your G and practice your G like this with 3 fingers. So we got G, we got F. Remember, when you go down to F or any note lower, you have to lift those fingers back up. So we got C, G. C is right hand 3, G, or C is left hand 3, and G is right hand 3. So we got G, F, E says 1 because it's thumb and first finger. D says 2 because it's thumb and 2 fingers. And then C says 3 because it's thumb and 3 fingers. So those are our notes, C, D, E, F, G. And let's go ahead and go through line by line. So the first line for Jingle Bells is going to be 1. You can do it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. E, E, E. E, E, E. E, G, C, D, E. Okay, now, a couple of things. You might be ready to pause this and practice it. And if you've already watched this and done that, that's fine. But hold on a moment if you haven't. If you haven't already watched this before, what I want to go over is, here's another practice strategy. This is the 4th practice strategy we're talking about, actually, is breaking things down into smaller chunks. So I've already broken this whole song, 4-line song, down into 1 line to practice. But now, what if your fingers went on there? I've done this take a couple of times, and there was one time that my fingers did do that. And if that happens, you can go back and just practice that spot. So if you look at the first line, do you think E is the part that you need to practice? No, probably not. I think everybody has that part. E. That's how it goes. It's the E, G, C, D, E. It's that part that we need to practice. So you could just take those 5 notes and practice it. In fact, go ahead and do that for a moment right now. E, G, C, D, E. Okay, now that you've done that, try this. Do the last 3 notes of the line. C, D, E. Here we go. Ready? Go. C, D, E. That's easy, right? So it's actually not the E. It's not the C, D, E. It's that part in the middle, the E, G, C, that's going to get us. E, G, C, because it has skips in it. It doesn't go in alphabet order, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. It skips from E to G and then from G to C. So that's the part that needs the practice. So if you pause this video right now and want to practice E, G, C, and then add on the C, D, E at the end, E, G, C, D, E. Go ahead and pause it and do that. Okay, I'm going to go on now. One thing I want to point out is that as I'm showing you my fingers, do you see how big I'm lifting my fingers up? I'm only doing that because in this video, you're not going to see which fingers I'm using if I don't do that. But if I'm just playing the clarinet, I'm going to be this is how much I need to lift my fingers off to open up the holes. Not very much at all. And if you go like this with your fingers, there's a good chance that your fingers aren't going to come down onto the right spots there, right? So you want to have them as close to the holes as possible while still having the holes open. So just a reminder there. Okay, let's jump down to the 3rd line. We're going to do the 3rd line in one shot because it's the same as the 1st line. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. E, 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 G, C, D, E. Okay, great. So the 1st line's the same as the 3rd line. The 2nd line and the 4th line start the same, but they don't end the same. So we're going to have to practice those ones separately. Let's do the 2nd line. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D, G. And if there's anything you need to practice in there, go ahead and pause the video and do it right now. And we'll do that line one more time. 1, 2, 2nd line, go. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D, G. Okay, last line. 1, 2, ready, go. F, 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 E, 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 G, G, F, D, G, G, F, D, C, C. Let me play that last line so that we can get it in our ear. It has a little spot in there. It elongates the melody, and then it goes and speeds it up and repeats it. So I think for that last line, it'll help us to have it in our ear. Here I go. Okay, so that's the last line. Let's go and if you need to practice that right now, go ahead and pause and do it. Let's go ahead and practice it line by line backwards. We're going to do the fourth line, then the third line, then the second line, and then we'll do the whole thing. Here we go. You ready to play? Okay. If you need to pause at any time and practice, go right ahead. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, that's the last line. Let's do the third line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's the third line. If there's anything you need to practice in there, go ahead. When we go and we do the whole thing all the way through, just keep going. If you stumble, it's a really good thing to practice keeping going. If you have a little fall, just keep going, because when you're playing in a band, the band's not going to stop, right? You might miss a note, or somebody might miss a note, or somebody might play a wrong note. And if you stopped every time somebody played a wrong note, you would never get to play through the whole piece. So keep going, and then the next time you do it, go back and fix that thing. All right. Second line. Line 2. 1, 2, ready. All right. And the first line's the same as the third line, so we got that. Let's go and do the whole thing from top to bottom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's Jingle Bells.